Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the second part of exercise 10.5, that is sum number 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in sum number 5 we have 4 points A, B, C and D on a circle where AC and BD intersect at the point E. It is given that BEC is equals to 130 degree and ECD is equals to 120 degree. We need to find BAC. That means we need to find this angle BAC. So let's move on with our solution. So here we have the circle and the point E lies on the line BD. So at the point E we will get 180 degree. So together we will get BEC plus angle DEC is equals to 180 degree. Now BEC is already given as 130 degree. So subjecting DEC we will get 180 minus 130, that is 50 degree. Now in triangle DEC we have this triangle DEC, we have angle C as 20 degree, angle E as 50 degree, that we just now found it out, and angle D we need to find. We can easily find this angle D by angle sum property of the triangle. So on adding angle DEC plus angle DCE plus angle CED is equals to 180 degree. So which will give us 50 plus 20 plus angle CED is equals to 180. So subjecting CED we will get 110 degree. Now if we consider the segment BC, then angle D and angle A are on the same segment. So we can say angle BAC equals to angle CDE, which implies that angle BAC is equals to 110 degree. So this is sum number 5. Now sum number 6. In sum number 6 it says ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral whose diagonals intersect at a point E. If DAB angle DBC is equals to 70 degree, angle BAC is equals to only 30 degree, then we need to find BCD. First we have to find BCD, then it says if AB is equals to CD, then we have to find angle ECD. So first we have a cyclic quadrilateral, that means inside a circle we have a quadrilateral, and a quadrilateral is like this. The diagonals, that is these two, meet at E. So let this be A, B, C and D. BD and AC meet at E. It is given DBC is equals to 70 and BAC is equals to 30. We need to find BCD, so this full angle C, and we need to find ECD, so only this part also we need to find. So let's see the diagram. So the diagram is given like this. We will draw the diagram like this. Here it is given angle CAD and angle CDBC is equals to 70. So this angle CAD also becomes 70 degree, angle in the same segment. If we consider the segment this part, then angle B and angle A both lie on the same segment. So angle CAD is equals to BAC is equals to 70 degree. Therefore, we get angle DAB, this full angle A, as 170 plus 30 is 100 degree. Now, we know if a quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral, then the sum of the opposite side is equals to, the sum of the opposite angle is equals to 180 degree. So we can write angle DAB plus angle BCD is equals to 180 degree. The reason is opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree, sum of their opposite angles. So subjecting BCD we will get as 80 degree. So the first required to prove was to find angle BCD. We have already achieved that. Now it is given if AB is equals to BC. So AB is equals to BC is given. So if we consider the triangle ABC, here ABC, it is given AB is equals to BC. So if A is 30, angle A is 30, so will be angle C, because their base angles are opposite, the base angles are also equal. So angle BCA also becomes 30 degree, opposite angle of an isosceles triangle. Now angle DAB plus angle BCD, we have already got 180 degree. We have already got 180 degree previously. From here we can say this, that opposite angles are is equals to sum of opposite angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180 degree. Now we are substituting the values and breaking BCD. So in place of DAB we are writing 100. BCD can be written as BCA plus ECD or ACD. Since BCD can be split and written like this, equals to 180 degree, we need to find ECD. So in place of BCA we are going to substitute with 30. So together we get 130 is plus ECD is equals to 180, which implies on subjecting ECD we will get 50 degree. So in our question we need to find angle BCD, which we have already found out that it is 80 degree. And then if AB is equals to BC, if AB is equals to BC, then we need to find ECD, or we can say ACD, which is equals to 50 degree. So our required to prove is our need for the solution is already achieved. Now question number 7. Question number 7 says, if the diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral are the diameters of a circle. So we have a cyclic quadrilateral, or we can say the quadrilateral lies inside of a circle. Their diagonals are diameters. So BD and AC are the diameters of the circle. So we have to prove that it is a rectangle. This cyclic quadrilateral is a rectangle that we need to prove. So here first we will write given, then to prove. So given was cyclic quadrilateral and AC and BD are the diameters passing through AB, C and D. We need to prove that ABCD is a rectangle. Now here we have to consider two triangles. First is AOD, so this one, and BOC, these two triangles. Here you can see that AO and OC, OD and OB both are radii of the circle. So we can say that AO is equals to OC and OD is equals to OB, and angle O is vertically opposite. So angle AOD is equals to angle COB and vertically opposite. So by angle side angle axiom we can say that the triangles are congruent. Since the triangles are congruent, we can also say that the angles are also equal. The angles are angle OAD and OCB. These two angles are equal. Together we can say that AD is equals to CB. This also we can say from CPCT. Now with the use of the angle, these two angles OAD and OCB are alternate interior angles where made by the transversal AC intersecting AD and BC. So we can say that AD is parallel to BC. And we have already said that AD is equals to BC. So we can prove easily that ABCD is a parallelogram. With the previous congruency proving, we can also say that AB and CD are also parallel to each other and they are equal to each other. So together we get ABCD as a parallelogram. Now, since it is a parallelogram, opposite angles are also equal. So angle ABC and angle ADC are equal. But it was previously given it is a cyclic quadrilateral. So the sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is 180. So we will get angle BAC plus angle ADC is equals to angle B plus angle D is equals to 180. Now we have shown that since they are parallelogram, they can be equal. So angle B plus angle B is equals to 180 degree. Opposite angles are equal. So 2 angle B is equals to 180 degree, which implies angle B is equals to 90 degree. So does angle D. Angle D also imply that it is 90 degree. So we have using the relation 1 and 2, we can say angle B is equals to angle D is equals to 90. So we got a parallelogram and the interior angle is 90 along with opposite sides are equal. So not only we got ABCD as a parallelogram, but AD is equals to BC and AB is equals to CD and interior angle is 90 degree. So together with all these we can say it is a rectangle. So our required to prove was the cyclic quadrilateral is rectangle, so we have proved. Now move on to the last sum, that is, it is given that if a non-parallel side of a trapezium are equal, then prove that it is cyclic. First we need to draw a trapezium and it is given the non-parallel sides. So if it is A, B, C and D, the non-parallel sides are equal. We have to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So the proofing is like this. Trapezium, first it is given that ABCD is a trapezium with non-parallel sides are equal and AB is parallel to CD, that we know. We have to prove ABCD is a cyclic trapezium or cyclic quadrilateral. Now we need to construct few things, that is two perpendiculars from D and C, that is DE is perpendicular to AB and CF is also perpendicular to AB. Now we will consider the small triangles DAE, this one, and this one, BCF. So in these two triangles we have AD is equals to BC, which is given. Angle E and angle F are 90 degree by our construction, and DE is equals to CF. Distance between parallel lines are always constant. So DE is equals to CF. So by RHS axiom we can say that the triangles are congruent. Since the triangles are congruent, we can say angle A and angle B is equal by CPCT. Also angle ADE is equals to angle BCF by CPCT. So by two CPCTs we can say angle A is equals to angle B and angle ADE is equals to angle BCF. Now with angle ADE and BCF we need to add 90 degree. So we will add angle ADE plus CDE, which is 90 degree, and BCF plus DFC, which is also 90 degree. Together we will get angle D is equals to angle C. So now we have both things, angle A is equals to angle B, angle D is equals to angle C. Now we know that sum of all the sides of a quadrilateral, sum of all the angles of a quadrilateral is 360. For triangle it is 180, for quadrilateral it is 360. So in place of A we will substitute with B, and in place of C we will substitute with D. So we will get 2B and 2D's. So we can write it like 2 by taking it out as common. Angle B plus angle D is equals to 360. Dividing 360 by 2, we get angle B plus angle D is equals to 180, which says us that if opposite angle, sum of the opposite angle is 180, then the quadrilateral that we have been provided with is a cyclic quadrilateral. So here also we will say sum of pair of opposite angles of a quadrilateral is 180, which implies that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, and hence here it is a trapezium, so cyclic trapezium. So our required to prove is achieved. Today we discussed sum number 5, 6, 7 and 8. I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Thank you.